There's an update called Andromeda that quietly changed everything about how Facebook ads work for real estate investing. It used to be that you could go into the back end of your campaign and tell Facebook exactly who to target. People in foreclosure, people going through a divorce, whatever situation you want your audience to be going through. But in 2026, that option is gone. But now Facebook decides who sees your ad by reading the ad itself, which means if your ad just says get a cash offer or we buy houses or cash, congratulations, because you're now targeting literally everybody. And that's exactly why so many wholesalers that run Facebook ads get leads that are asking for full retail value instead of leads that are going through situations like pre-foreclosure, divorce, or somebody who recently inherited a property. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what kind of ads to run instead to get highly motivated leads that are going through specific life events that are actually our ideal client profile. Example, people going through pre-foreclosure, people that recently inherited a house, people that can't keep up with repairs, or people that are just tired of being landlords and would rather sell to a cash buyer to take the headache off their plate. Alrighty, let's get into it. The best ads to run for motivated sellers in 2026. Now, there's one update that changed everything about how targeting works, and it's crazy to me because it's been a year ever since it came out, and most people still haven't caught up about how it works, what it is, stuff like that. And recently, a lot of people have been switching from Facebook to other platforms because, they think that their ads have stopped working or the platform is bugging. And in the past, it was working pretty consistently for them, and now it simply isn't. And the reason for that is because of Andromeda. So, meet Andromeda. The targeting has completely moved for Facebook. It's no longer in the back end of your campaign settings. Previously, on Facebook, you could go into the campaign settings and tell the platform exactly what kind of people you want the ad to see. So you could target people by certain life events. So it could be a divorce, it could be people going through foreclosure, it could be people that recently inherited a property. But now the option is completely gone, and it has been replaced by our friend Andromeda. And in 2026, Andromeda decides who sees your ad by reading the creative itself. So your ad copy is not just describing your offer or putting out a deceiving ad that gets people to convert into leads. It's literally the targeting. It's literally who sees your ad. So whatever your headline and image say is now the only signal the algorithm has to find who to go find. And if you get that wrong, there's no back end setting left to save you. Like previously on before Andromeda, you could just put certain life events in the targeting. And don't get me wrong, you could still do that. The setting is still there. But if you do that, Facebook punishes you and your cost per thousand impressions get really high because they don't want us to be running ads like that anymore. And believe it or not, this is actually really good for us because Facebook knows way better about media buying than we do. And if we just let the AI do the targeting for us, we actually get much cheaper leads and much higher quality leads because it knows exactly who to show the ad to instead of us kind of controlling who sees the ad and stuff like that. So ads like get a cash offer or we buy houses, if your creatives say stuff like that, it's literally just about me. Like, here's what I do. We buy houses for cash. Click on the ad. We're gonna give you a cash offer. But it doesn't talk about at all who this ad is for, and it gives Andromeda nothing to aim at, like, at all. And it shows the ad to anyone remotely house adjacent, and what comes back are people fishing for full retail value, not people who are actually going to get under contract. And a lot of the time, it's not even people that are looking to sell within 30 days or 60 days. It's people looking at their nephew's graduation photos. And it makes it really hard for us to actually get deals under contract at a reasonable price because we're speaking to hundreds of sellers before we can get a deal under contract. So typically what the ads look like is, sell your house as is, or we buy houses in any condition for cash. We're ready to buy your house, get a cash offer. And they might look like good ads to you, but our friend Andromeda has no idea who to show the ad to. It needs to see what it is that you're working with and who the ad is for in order to actually decide who to show your ad to. So you can run the exact same we buy houses for cash or get a cash offer in 24 hours offer. That's totally fine. But the difference is who the ad is visibly speaking to. Instead of broadcasting it to every homeowner in Houston or whatever market you're in, The ad names the exact situation someone is going to be in. So in real estate, our ideal client profile is people going through foreclosure, divorce, somebody who recently inherited a property, a tired landlord who's done with rentals and just want to sell them to an investor, somebody who can't keep up with their repairs. Again, these aren't demographics; they're literally situations, and situations are what Andromeda can actually target off your creative. Again, these ads don't do any of the call outs. It's literally just me, be about houses for cash. It might have worked 2 years ago, but now it's not going to work at all because Andromeda is going to be doing the targeting now. Even if you select specific targeting options within the ad set of the campaign, Andromeda doesn't care. The CPMs are going to be really high. It's going to be confused as hell. So instead, what you need to be doing is you need to be running ads that are calling out specific people, like you see on the screen. So, done being a tired landlord, sell as is, no showings, cash offer, be buy rentals. Inherited a house, don't clean it, don't fix it, sell it for cash, we buy houses as is. Going through a divorce, sell the house, split the cash, going through foreclosure, read this before the bank takes over, yada yada yada. You get the idea. There's still the same offer. We buy houses for cash, get a cash offer, but it's to a totally different audience. We're not leaving it broad to a specific type of audience. We're doing it towards people going through specific situations. Now, the question probably in your head is, okay, these are a lot of life events that we could be targeting. Which one do we go with? My recommendation to you is going to be to create one campaign with like 10 ads and have all the situations. So landlords, inherited properties, divorce, foreclosure, and just let the algorithm decide. And either way, whatever lead you get out of this bucket is going to be motivated anyway, way more than the leads you're going to get from this setup. So you're better off just having a bunch of ads because Andromeda feeds off of creatives now. The more creatives, the better. Trust me. Trust me on this. I don't know the logic behind it, but whenever you put on more creatives, you end up getting a lower cost per lead and better lead quality. So just run more ads and make sure that every image or every video is speaking to specific audiences. And Andromeda is just going to decide who to show the ad to. So instead of something like Houston homeowners get a cash offer, it's going to be like, are you done being a landlord? Like one of these calls out everyone and the other one is calling out someone. And if you're going to have like 10 ads that are calling out a bunch of people and it's actually speaking to someone instead of everyone, you're going to have a lower cost per lead and you're going to actually have a way higher quality of lead. So just to give you a summary, our friend Andromeda that we talked about in the beginning, it targets off of your creative, not campaign settings. The option is still there, but if you do it, trust me, your campaign is going to be punished by Meta. They're going to give you really high cost per thousand impressions. So you're better off just leaving it broad and letting the creator do the targeting. Secondly, generic ads pull a generic crowd. If you have generic ads, you're still going to get leads. You're probably going to get them for cheap as well, but they're going to be full retail leads. They're not going to be high quality. They're not going to be people that are getting under contract. It's going to be retail value shoppers, not people who sign a contract within like a week of them coming in. And thirdly, situation specific ads pull situation specific leads. So foreclosure, divorce, inheritance, tired landlord, whatever you're targeting, name it in the ad. You could do a specific targeting for one specific niche. Sure, go for it. My recommendation to you would be to create a bucket of bunch of life events that is your ideal client profile and kind of just running that. But yeah, with that said, that's pretty much it. It was just a quick video because a lot of people get this wrong. Andromeda has been around for more than a year at this point, so I think everybody should know if you are going to be running your ads, what to do. If you want us to set up these marketing systems for you, click the link below, fill out the survey, book a call with somebody from our team, and we can walk you through exactly what it's going to be like for you. But if you're just here for the free value, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.